I don't win that belt. Chael Sonnen, the most outspoken and polarizing figure in the history of the UFC. For over 20 minutes, he brutalized the champion 2 years ago in the first matchup. Tonight, he wants to finish what he was unable to finish in Oakland, California.
I think Chael Sonnen is the greatest trash talker in the history of combat sports, perhaps the history of sports, period. But what really makes it special is that he backs it up with great fighting skills. He's an outstanding wrestler. He showed great boxing skills in the first fight as well. And he has talked himself into a rematch and talked Anderson Silva, the champion, into a frenzy.
Chael Sonnen stepping through the Edge Shave Gel Prep Point. Edge Shave Gel, get your edge. There he is, the challenger. The man who has scored more takedowns than anyone in middleweight history. Chael Sonnen, the man who outstruck Anderson Silva in the first fight, 320 to 117. The man who calls himself the real champion. The man who has the opportunity tonight to make that a true statement. NCAA All-American, Olympic team wrestling alternate, Chael Sonnen.
Chael Sonnen is standing in front of the octagon, waving in Anderson Silva as he comes into the arena.
It just continues to get better and better, but no one has ever been more dominant than this man. 14-0 in his UFC career. That is a record for consecutive victories. 9 title defenses, a UFC record. The highest striking accuracy in UFC history. 10-0 in championship fights. He won the belt in his second UFC fight. He looks to defend it for the second time tonight against Chael Sonnen. The middleweight title last changed hands in October of 2006. That's when it left Rich Franklin, and it has been around the waist of Anderson Silva ever since.
His head movement is second to none. And he is angry. He is insulted, and he is more motivated than ever before. His good friend, Ed Soros, who has been at the end of a lot of the jabs from Chael Sonnen over the years, said, I have never seen Anderson like this before. I'm not sure exactly what is going to happen.
Yeah, and that's what we've been saying all week.
Right?
Like, Anderson Silva is a spectacular striker. His timing is second to none. He's just a real magician inside the octagon. An amazing fighter to watch. If you had to think what style you would bring into the octagon to compete against Anderson Silva, you would bring in the style that Chael Sonnen presents. We saw what happened in the first fight. We saw the success Chael had, but the bottom line is Anderson Silva won that fight. And he won that fight with his well-rounded skills. He won that fight by pulling off a triangle off of his back.
Which leads you to the question, Joe, how much more dominant could Chael Sonnen actually be? He brutalized him for over 4 rounds. He took him down continuously. He threw over 300 strikes, yet he could not finish Anderson Silva. How does he finish him tonight?
Well, Vinny Magalhaes, who is one of his jiu-jitsu trainers, has said that he believes that Chael Sonnen can submit Anderson Silva. Who knows, man? I'm just so excited that we get to see this right now.
As Anderson circled the octagon, even the commission made sure that Chael was well blocked. Celebrating a great week here in Las Vegas. Thousands of UFC fans meeting their favorite fighters. And now, those in attendance tonight and watching on pay-per-view get to watch this championship fight. Our tale of the tape for this, our main event of the evening, is brought to you by UltimatePoker.com. Visit to win your ultimate UFC experience. The champion is 37. The challenger is 35. The champion will have the reach advantage. With the official introduction, Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. Presented by Bud Light. Sanctioned by the Nevada State Athletic Commission. With Chairman Skip Avancino. Executive Director Keith Kazar. Commissioners Francisco Aguilar, Bill Brady, TJ Day, and Pat Lundvall. Our 3 judges scoring this contest at Octagon side are Chris Lee, Patricia Morse-Jarman, and Junichiro Kamijo. Lead physician Dr. Anthony Ruggiero. And when the action begins, a referee in charge of the Octagon, Yves Lavigne. This bout is sponsored by Bud Light. Here we go. Dodge, the official automobile of the UFC. And Metro PCS, wireless for all. And now, this is the moment UFC fans around the world have been waiting for. Live from the sold-out MGM Grand Garden Arena in Las Vegas. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC Middleweight Championship of the World. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a Valentina fighter, holding a professional record, 28 wins, 11 losses, 1 draw. He stands 6 feet 1 inch tall, weighing in at 185 pounds. Fighting out of West Lynn, Oregon, ladies and gentlemen, presenting the challenger, Chael Sonnen. And now introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a kickboxer and jiu-jitsu fighter, holding a professional record, 29 wins, 4 losses. He stands 6 feet 2 inches tall, weighing in at 184 pounds. Fighting out of Curitiba, Brazil, ladies and gentlemen, he is the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC middleweight champion of the world, Anderson, the Spider
come over here, please. Mr. Sonnen. Protect yourself at all time. Obey my command at all time. If you want to touch that, do it now. Go back to your corner. Good. Give me the towel now. Give me the towel.
If they're going to touch in a second. Chael Sonnen.
Wipe him off.
Anderson Silva.
Anderson wiped Vaseline from his face with his fingertips on his arms and chest, and Yves Lavigne just wiped that off.
Ready? Fight! Once again, we are underway.
There's that power double, and he's down.
Tonight's bout brought to you by Bud Light. Here we go. Quick takedown by Sonnen. Man. Chael Sonnen was all over Anderson Silva in round one in the first fight.
Anderson's doing a good job of covering up here, controlling the posture of Chael Sonnen.
In fact, he landed more significant strikes against Anderson Silva in round one of the first fight than any UFC opponent had in an entire fight.
Anderson's tying up the left arm with a strong overhook. Now he switches to the right arm. Doing a good job of avoiding ground and pound here. Chael is slowly working him up against the cage. Anderson's also doing a good job of using his butterflies to stretch out the legs of Chael. Put him in awkward angles. Now he's got feet on the hips. And Chael's trying to pass. The cage is in his way. Anderson stops in his tracks. Now he's in half guard. Now we will see if Chael Sonnen attempts this time to submit Anderson Silva instead of just ground and pound. As I said, he brought in Jiu-Jitsu world champion Vinny Magalhaes into his corner, into his camp, to help him prepare for this fight. We saw how good his submission skills were against Brian Stann.
His boxing, the side of the head of Anderson Silva, technique he used in the first fight.
He's still stuck inside the half guard.
Anderson controlling the posture very well.
Chael is trying to get that leg free. He's trying to step over the feet of Anderson. See, Anderson uses that pulled back foot, that hook, to hold the shin bone and keep Chael Sonnen's leg in place.
Anderson neutralize him enough to force a stand-up.
Knees to the body now by Chael, but they probably don't have too much steam on him because of the fact that his other leg is locked into position.
Be careful with you.
Anderson taken down somewhat easily early.
Go, guys,
is this Anderson's way of telling Chael, all right, throw your best at me?
All right, now he turns his back to Anderson and holding on to an arm. Chael's got to work on passing that guard. Big punch from the top.
Anderson working to advance his own legs. Good wrist control.
Chael's still stuck in that half guard, though.
He's been in top position for the majority of this first round.
Those were hard punches. That's the first time he got a free arm and really rained down some good shots. Left leg again, still caught inside the half guard. He's pulling his own foot closer to avoid the hook.